After so many requests, I'm finally doing a Halo toy photography fandoms video. So in this one, we're going to be opening up what I think is the best Master Chief figure of this scale, doing some toy photography, and then I'm going to show you how to create the Halo sword in Photoshop. And even if you don't want to create it in Photoshop, you can just download the free one I've got here in the description of the video. Let's go. Okay, so by far the two most requested things that I get for videos are doing a Lego video and a Halo video. So here we go, we're doing a Halo video, and right now I think we've got probably the best Halo figure you can get in this scale that's available right now, as far as I know of. As far as Halo goes, I would say I'm a casual fan at best. I played a whole lot of Halo Reach back in the day. Loved that game. Oh, SWAT on the sword base. Oh yeah. And then recently when I got a new Xbox, I decided to download the new Halo Infinite, which I think is pretty sweet. Like, some people don't like it, I don't know, but I think it's great, and I think it's awesome. So this figure is a Halo Infinite figure. It's the re-edit Halo Infinite 1/12 scale Master Chief Mjolnir Mark V Gen 3 exclusive edition. Okay, it's cool. It's really cool. Made by 1000 Toys. Is anyone familiar with 1000 Toys? I don't own any figures of theirs, but I've heard a lot of really amazing things. One time they said they were making a Fallout figure, and I don't know what's up with that, but right now we've got this figure, and it's really cool. So, this figure was sent to me by, yes, you know, the wonderful people at Entertainment Earth. They're wonderful, and as always, if you need to get something like this figure specifically, it's on sale, and a whole lot of other Halo figures that are in all kinds of other price ranges, from $20 to $30 figures to this figure, which is a lot more on the higher end scale. So there's plenty of great Halo figures on entertainmentearth.com, so head to the link in my description, use the discount code that I have down there, discount, and click the link and get it in right through there from, you know, some wonderful, awesome people. That's a great store, so definitely do it. Definitely. Thank you, Entertainment Earth. Woo! Alright, so let's get going with opening up this figure and seeing all the really cool stuff that it comes with. And I'm just going to give a fair warning, too, to all the mega Halo fans who I love so much. I'm probably going to say something that's wrong. I'm probably going to say or get something wrong here, and that's okay. Just, hey, if you want to correct me in the comments, please do. But I'm probably going to call something the wrong thing. And that's not because I don't love Halo. It's just because my Halo knowledge isn't top notch, and that's okay. Okay, so this figure is looking really great, and actually the first thing I'm noticing is that there's some more weight towards his legs and his like calves and the bottom parts of his legs, which will probably really help with standing him up, just having the bottom weighted. The only other figure I've ever really seen that is like that is the Mafex Cyborg. His legs are thick metal. Wow, this thing is beautiful. The proportions look great. The sculpt and everything looks fantastic. It's shiny. I'm definitely gonna have some fun posing him around. So, wow, yeah, he looks beautiful. Okay, so we've got the shock rifle, right? This is a gun that I don't love to use, but I do remember using it. This is the Bulldog, right? The shotgun. Love the shotgun. And this is an essential right here. This is the original assault rifle, MA40, right? So, yeah, I'm probably going to be using this a lot for the shots. And so this comes with the red energy sword. This is the elite one, or is this the banished one? But, it looks cool, but to be honest, I think that's actually a little bit of a bummer. I would much rather just have the classic, iconic blue one. So I think what I'll probably do is I can edit this. Yeah, I can edit this and make it blue in any photo, which is great. So at the end of the video, I'm going to edit my photos and show you how to create like a cool effect for this too. And I'll have a free download for that too, for the one that I've made as well. So definitely stick around for that. Got a ton of hands here, just about to cover everything for each weapon. Including some just some flat hands here, and he's already got fists on this hand. So we're all set here. Let's get this guy into some poses. The articulation on this guy is fantastic. Not only is it like you can get his body into all kinds of great poses, but it moves smoothly. Just the fact that you can get his neck to look up that far is really impressive. And you know, it feels natural, and he stands up great. The weight on his legs, oh my gosh, those look great. I'm gonna get him in some other poses here. Boom, he's balancing. It's definitely not easy to get that pose, but I actually got him to balance in this running pose. So that's really freaking cool. Some really nice toe articulation there that really makes that possible to get that center of gravity balance. Oh, cool. One thing that a lot of figures struggle with is being able to get a gun like up by like the shoulder area, by the face, and still look natural in both hands. And this nails it. It's great. You can do it in there's no problem getting it in poses like this. Plus the plastic that the hands are made out of are really great because you can get it in the you can put the accessories in the hands so nicely, and they are they're in there so well. They're not popping out or anything. So this is great. And this last pulse rifle gun thing is pretty big, but no problem holding onto that. That's great. And yeah, I was able to use the sword holding hand here, and that actually fit quite well with holding on to this rifle. So heck yeah, geez, I'm so happy with this. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is first I want to take a shot with him at my favorite deserty location. There's not a whole lot of deserty things in Halo, but there's some, right? So, and I love that spot. So I'm gonna go there, take 1 or 2 shots of him just looking awesome. And then I'm gonna come back home and then do some explosion shots. Yes, probably with the sword, and then we'll do some editing. Got a lot of good stuff to go on here, so yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so we're here, and I've got my Master Chief just kind of on the ground here. He's doing a very casual kind of Lone Ranger walk here in the desert, kind of the desert. And there's this really cool, just kind of little field of this weeds over here that look really cool, and they scale kind of nicely for him. So I'm using that, and hopefully that'll make some really cool depth of field with them. And the lighting is perfect, so the light coming from behind is gonna make all of this glow, especially all these weeds and stuff are gonna glow so nicely. And it's coming from behind Master Chief. So what I'm gonna do is, as always, take my little handy dandy light reflector and use it to bounce the light onto him. See, without it, he's quite dark in the front, but with it, he lights up quite nicely, see? And I have this and all of the gear I use for every single video always linked in the bottom of every single video, in the description of every single video, all the stuff. So I probably will also kick up a little bit of dust too, just by knocking around some dirt, just so there's a little bit of cool, flashy debris going on. And that's it. So let's take the shot. All right, that's about it for us at this sandy spot. I'm gonna head back home and let's do some fireworks. Let's blow some shit up. Okay, well, I'm back home and I got Master Chief set up right here in a very victorious type of pose. And my camera's down here. And yeah, let me show you what I got going on so far. So here he is. Got him set up on my little rock wall here. I've got some crackling ball fireworks here that I'm going to be used for this shot to get a cool explosion. And if you're wondering on what these are, where to get them, how to shoot with them, anything, I've got a bunch of videos, tutorials about fireworks. So I'll have this stuff linked in the description, just like everything else. So make sure you go down there for just about everything. And he's looking pretty good in camera so far, not too bad. I'm gonna have a firework over on this side, like this. And not that close to him, but on the left side. And then I'll also have my Lume Cube Panel Pro 2.0 over here. I'm gonna cast some blue light on this side. And yeah, make sure you get some blue light over here because I'm gonna change that from red to blue. And then afterwards, I'll show you how to edit the sword. So this will be a review video, a toy photography video, and an editing video. It's gonna have everything in it. So yeah, I'm just gonna set this up and take the shot. So this is the base photo that I'm going to use to edit my final explosion photo with this picture. So first I'm going to just show you how to make this red thing blue. And then I'm going to just quickly do a time lapse of me editing everything else with the explosion. If you're interested in how I do that kind of thing, I have a whole entire playlist of editing, explosions, and everything I do with editing. So I'm not going to go over that just because this is mostly about the sword and Halo. And then after I finish the editing, the final touch will be to create this plasma looking effect on the sword. If you don't want to do that, no problem, just head to the description of this video and download the free effect that I have made just for you. So cool, here we go, let's get started. First thing to do is just take your lasso tool over here and let's just draw a box around our thing. Okay, so we're gonna go to Image, Adjustments, and Hue Saturation. And we're really just gonna mess with the hue of this until we get it to be blue. And there we go. Now the sword is blue. That was really easy. Okay, well, not bad at all. It did work a little bit better, specifically because I have a very gray background, so that was very easy for me to do that. But another way to do it, if you want to specifically just control the reds and not the entire picture, go to Image, Adjustments, and go to Selective Color. That way you can just control the reds in the photo and make it more cyan or whatever. So now I'm just going to go and actually edit this photo. Here we go. Time to time lapse. Okay, and here is the final product of the photo and the sword. And so I'm going to show you exactly how I created this, and it's very, very similar to the shield that I made for the Mandalorian, and definitely very similar to the lightsaber that I do have. And if you want to watch those tutorials too, and with free downloads, those videos are here as well, and there they are. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is start a new layer. Control-Shift-N. Call it sword, and we're going to zoom in to the sword, and we're going to draw an outline around the sword with a white line. White paintbrush tool. This size is pretty good, maybe even a little bit bigger. And I'm holding the Shift button right now, so then I can draw one line that connects two dots with my paintbrush tool. Okay, and here's our outline. Pretty nice, and it's on this new layer, just like that. Cool, so now we're gonna make our paintbrush tool a little bit bigger, just a little bit bigger. And we're gonna make the outline around the edges a little bigger. So we're just gonna make it thicker than a snicker around the outside here of the sword. Okay, so we're gonna make the paintbrush a little smaller again. And now we're just going to start drawing some lines. Just like, there we go. That's a good one. Just draw some lines. Now we're going to draw some more lines, but with a much smaller size thing. Okay, so now that we have the lines, we basically have the base of the sword. So we're going to take the layer called sword and we're going to duplicate it by hitting Control-J. Okay, so the first layer, we're going to make sure we're highlighted on sword, the first layer. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. We're going to make this one 15, first one. Then we're going to do the same thing with the second one. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And then make this one like 30.
So we're gonna make a brand new layer by hitting Control-Shift-N, and we're gonna put it below all these other layers, and we're gonna make the entire layer black. So make sure you're on this new layer, go to Edit, Fill, contents will be black. Okay, so now we're gonna combine the black layer along with the two sword layers, highlighting all three, just like that, going over to this button here and going to Merge Layers. Okay, so now we've got them all in one layer, and we're going to change the layer type to screen. And honestly, that looks kind of cool already, to be honest. So now let's make it blue. Let's go to Image, Adjustment, Curves, change this channel to blue, and we're gonna move this little line around until it starts looking blue. That looks pretty blue. It's a little bit too purpley blue right now, so that's okay. We're gonna go to Image, Adjustments, Color Balance, and we're gonna scooch this over to the lighter blue. And now that looks more like our Halo sword. And so there's your sword. If you think it looks a little bit too bright or something, or not bright enough, you can go back to curves and just leave the channel on RGB and bring it down to make it a little less bright, or maybe bring it up to make it a little brighter, however you want the sword to look. You could even make it so dark that it's barely even showing up. So however you want to do it, you can change it however you want. There's your sword. There's how to make it. That's all. Okay, so if you downloaded the file that I have free in the description of this video to have your own sword effect, this is the same one that I just made just now. This is how you add it into your photo. So pull it up, grab it, bring it into Photoshop, and this can be used in GIMP as well. It can be used in GIMP and a lot of other files. As long as you can change the file, the layer type in these editing softwares, you can use this in your thing. So here we go. There it is. We're gonna go to Control A, Control C. Here's my photo, Control V. And make sure when you paste it on there, change the layer type to screen. And then you can move your effect around wherever you want. I am so glad that so many of you had requested me doing a Halo video for so long, because I had a lot of fun making this video, and I really love this figure too. So thank you to you guys for watching and suggesting. Thank you to Entertainment Earth for sending over this figure. And also, please, if you enjoyed the video, drop a quick like and even a subscribe would mean a lot. And all of the photos will be posted on Instagram, sir.dork as well. So please check him out over there. And thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!